Hello everyone, welcome back to Bertram Invests. My name is Bertram and I shall be your Sherpa on this nice little journey that we have for today. So, there's a lot going on for me today. I have actually completed, I was kind of going through like a little bit of a punishment with my work. It's been something I've been working through, and I finally completed like my probationary kind of thing. So I'm kind of excited today. Um, I made a mistake, and I had to kind of work through it the last couple of weeks, and I kind of took the punishment. Now I'm kind of moving on from it, and pretty much that's where we're at. Let's see. I'm finishing. Other thing that's going on with me is finishing up the first half of my semester next week. Got like some final exams. I got a presentation I got to do for my Spanish class, and yeah, got a couple things. I finished the book yesterday for my criminal justice class, and that was kind of a long read. It's a very interesting topic, but it was pretty dense, if that makes sense. I don't know. College is fun. I like college. It's an experience, and if you are able to go and do so, you should go to college and everything. Let's see. Another thing that's going on with me is I'm kind of getting my finances in order again. So after my emergency, I uh I think I should be done with the last portion of anything I have to pay for, like extra money for my old apartment and everything. So I should be done. So from here on out, I should be able to save money like no other. And then I'm planning to eat out less too to save up money. Just watching it in general. I still need to make a move. Still need to make a video about like finances, about like financial stuff. I need to. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys my Excel document and show you how I have it set up and everything. So that way, then, if you choose to copy it, you can, and then hopefully you guys will benefit from it in the long run as well. And then I'm also planning out purchases right now for my new apartment when I finally am able to actually look and get back to uh, basically kind of look for a new place. Planning to make some purchases. I need to buy a mattress, a bed frame, some shelves and stuff, a dresser, because I kind of destroyed everything when I moved out of my last apartment because it was all I had moved it like 3 or 4 times and it kind of just was falling apart. And yeah, now I need to buy new stuff. But um, another thing I'm kind of looking into is finding different certifications to do online while I'm away. Thinking about getting into like project management and stuff. It's I think it would be something that would benefit me in the long run because especially with my degree I'm going for, I think like a project manager with like a legal studies background might be something that would pay a pretty good sizable amount of money if I could find the right like niche or not. But I'm still googling stuff, and if you guys have any certs or stuff that you recommend that I could do online, you know, I'm more than willing to look into it and to potentially do a class or a bunch of classes and stuff or get certifications. And then I'm also planning out a business right now for when I get back home. Um, it's got a low overhead to begin with, and then I'm kind of still in the planning phase. I kind of looked into the market for the business, and I'll probably make videos about it when I finally get it rolling and stuff when I get back. And then, yeah, let's see, yeah, just a couple video ideas coming down the works of like starting a business, redoing a business, my eBay business, and then whatnot. I'm trying to be like a whole entrepreneurial kind of channel here, so that we, I don't know, it's gonna take a minute. I'm not very good at video editing, so it is something I'm going to have to actually work at. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the main reason for this video. So we are going to invest $125 today. Again, we get some left over from last time, and then so we have like $133. I think we're going to work on PNNT today. Still trying to get to 100 shares with this company. So let's go. I think we can go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think we get 19 shares. See if we can get it. We did it. Cool. We got 19 shares of this company on the way to the portfolio. Cool. Let's go back. So we went from 56 to 75. So that means we got 25 more shares to actually invest in for this company before we hit our 100 goal. So let's update. Oh, one sec. One sec. I got my handy dandy Excel document. Heck yeah. I was kind of working on this a little bit too. So, expand it a little bit more. Yeah. So I was working on this a little bit today, and I updated the share prices to roughly what it was like. It was about 30 minutes ago. So let's go 75. Cool. So now we'll make $21.15 a month in dividends in total from all our investments. But what I was working on was, so I'm going for the 100 share goal. So here's what it looks like. Here's how much it'll cost in total for 100 shares. Here's how much dividends we can expect and whatnot. And then here's the cost for 100, and here's the remaining for 100. So that means potentially, if it goes down in price, hopefully PNNT goes down in price, we can potentially finish out the investment. But it's only going to take $172. And then I did some math as well for the next year. So there's 29 weeks left in 2025, and it's going to give us about $36.25 for money for the rest of the year to invest, right? That's not including dividends coming from here. So I think we'll probably get to about $40 maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. But the big gist is that I believe that we will be able to get our 100 shares in these top 5 by the end of the year. And then that'll be a pretty big boon for our financial goals here. And then basically next year we'll be working on these next two. So we'll be working on this one and this one. And Glad for the next year. And then we'll probably invest. I might have to see if I should invest more money into it or what I should kind of come up with a better plan. I don't know. Yeah. So in order to I also did put out the math to get 100 shares. I need like $13,500 to have 100 shares in all these companies, and then I'd get $97 a month from all these companies for dividends by investing this way. And then, yeah, I still have $11,000 to invest. So we got a little bit of ways to go. I don't know. And then another thing I was thinking about is, so with the investments I do have, so with all these companies, I'm thinking about adding maybe a couple more companies and taking out one. I'm thinking about taking out PFLT because it's kind of in the same wheelhouse as PNNT and a couple of the other companies I'm uh, playing around with. Uh, Something I was thinking about is I could just do the 100 shares, hold on to those, and then maybe do like maybe reevaluate it next year or whatnot, or in the future. Don't want to make like any rash decisions about it right now, but it's gonna come down. Eventually, I think I might divest in it and just redistribute the funds into something else. Like uh, the two companies I was looking at are LTC and EPR, which are both like property management companies, and I think I want to get more into property management stuff rather than financial institution stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I got a little bit of research, just like you guys should do, because I'm not a financial advisor, and you know, it is something you should do on your own if you plan to invest. Don't take it from me, a guy, random guy on YouTube, because the way I'm investing may be different from the way you guys should invest. But anywho, that's pretty much all I got for today. Um, Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, hit that like, subscribe, do the whole YouTube thing, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing, what I can improve on. I hope the audio is pretty good today. I've been kind of monitoring like how loud it's been getting this whole video, and it's not too bad. I don't know. I did do an audio check before, and I think I need to figure out how to get it so it's not gonna blow out your eardrums when if you turn up the volume more. But also when it's like at a lower volume, it'll hit like a comfortable range for everybody. So that's something I'm gonna have to work out over the next like week for the next video, so that way then it's more enjoyable. But anywho, again, thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.